Stop it.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
I say she looks pretty great.
All right.
Nana was trying to hide.
Look at this flyer.
Okay, we're not allowed to take it.
I want this in my room.
I want that wave. That wave. Or there's look at the mini ones.
To match my beach room, I'd get a big one.
I love the tiny one.
Or a tiny one.
That is so cool. What's that? This see, Nana, these 3 panels are done. Those 4 still need to be done. Looks like a job.
These ones are cool. Look at this rose.
Curly or straight? And it was the purple in the stem and the petals were blue, right? Okay. Just make sure I'm writing down right.
Okay, so I'll have white as the stem and then that.
Okay. Now when you said white, were you pointing to this one or this one? This one's actually a sky blue. It's just got the tiniest hint of blue.
Oh, I'll just do that.
Do that one. Okay. So, sorry, it was white in the petals or the stem?
The stem. And then that one. Great.
Curly and straight. Okay. And what was your name? Matthew. Holdman. Okay, so you're doing the color over here for me? Yeah. Yeah, the petals are
elbows out a little bit, and then still only an inch in, we pull that way to get it stretched out. Okay? Then, again, I'll say when, I'm going to hold the rod up, and me and you are both going to grab the pedal and go down and really stretch it. Okay? And then I'm going to lay it back down, and we're going to go back to turning to give it the twist. Okay? Got it? All right, that's the whole story. How it is, if I stop turning with this ball, that's why you're going to turn. All right. Turn, keep an eye on it. It's gravity. Keep the center, okay?
Okay, so grab that metal paddle in your hand.
See how it's already pulled down? It's on the case vest. I said it pulls down. Okay, ready for layer number 2. Line this like all the way over here. So you get all the way over here. Okay?
Okay, look right back here. Where's the ball?
Whoa. You gotta make sure that it's cracked. That part. Yeah. And let us know if they're not growing. Yours is great. This one's great? Yes, this one's great. Other hands are all perfect. All right. All right, my dear practice number 1. Go ahead and give it a squish. Little harder. Keep going. Squish, squish, squish. There you go. Stop. Okay, put that down. Get your best back. Make sure you're in the middle so it's okay. And because don't pull hard first. 0 over there. 0 coming for you. Stay where you are. Yeah, there you go. Good. Paul Carson in. Good. Okay, now start going towards the camera. Yeah. Elon is pulling a little bit that way. So pull that one out. Stay with me. Yeah. There you go. Alrighty. Stop. Keep on your hand. We're moving? I have to wait it out. Not long enough? All right, my dear, you're all done. Goes off like that, stop, and all of a sudden that goes on. See how fast it goes off? We're barely moving already. All right, my dear. There is two, so I don't know. Here's two. That's not close. Okay. Right one? Okay, get ready for number one. All right, my dear. Go ahead, give it a switch. That's it. Good. Stop. Put that down. Get your best friend. Make sure your hands in the middle so you don't let those easy. And you want to pull my feet first. Put your ring a little closer to the front of your toe. There. To the front of your ring. That's right. That's right. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Now I'm going to start going towards the camera. Yeah. You can use both hands if you want to. On the tool. Yeah, there you go. See? Okay, stop. Keep on your hand. Pull straight down. Grab a pedal and pull it straight down. Stop. One more time. Alright. Okay, put that down. Remember how you were trying before back here? Go ahead and give it a turn. What do you think? Like it? Alright. That is your flower, my dear. You're all done. Okay. You're not on this now. Excellent.
Well, we so rambunctious today. I think it's the weather. It's like after Halloween.
I think it's the age.
Well, welcome. I'm Ann Holdman. I'm Tom Holdman's mother, the owner of the studio. And I'll tell you a little bit about Tom. He was always drawing in school, in church, in all his classes, in his not art classes. He was always drawing. And he has a stuttering challenge, so me as a mom, I always wonder what he's going to be able to do with his life. But he had this wonderful third grade teacher, Mrs. Wilcox, which is Brad Wilcox's mother in the third grade. And Brad Wilcox is one of the author of this book that Tom put together and his wife. And she was wonderful because he was bullied and made fun of, and he was able to use his art to express himself in the class. And everybody was quite impressed with him. So as he grew up, he went on a mission and on to Dallas, Texas, and on the way back, he's wondered what he's going to do with his life. And it came to him, he needs to do stained glass. He said, stained glass? He only had one little class in high school. And that piece over there of the man in the blue is the first piece he did in high school. And that's his first piece he did. And so, but I believe he's supposed to do art before he left heaven. And so he went on a mission and came back. And he said, Mom, can I put a studio in your garage? So I said, okay. So I moved out my cars. He got an old desk from the DI, and he had a spider in the corner named Vincent. And he started drawing. And he started drawing and knocking on doors of people to see if they want stained glass. He got a few assignments. And then one day, he went over to knocked on the door of Karen Ashton's house, the owner of Word Perfect, and these beautiful Thanksgiving Point facility. She's a big advocate of the art, a wonderful lady. She wasn't home, but her kids were home. They invited him in, and he read to them a book he put together on his mission. You know the book, Green Eggs and Ham?
Yeah.
Well, he changed it around to Book of Mormon I Am. And anyway, that's how he got into a lot of houses. And so she came home, big advocate of the arts, really loved Tom, and helped him get a start, get going for a bigger project. A lot of big projects are done by are donated by wonderful people that love the arts. And so one of his first projects was the Orm Library. I don't know if you've seen Fairy Tale theme over there, but that was one of his first projects. This project over here, UVU, how many have seen it? 1, 2, okay. Well, I want you all to go over there either with a class field trip or your parents. It's free. It's over at UVU Library at the Fulton Library. 1 square is this big. You can see how massive it is. It is like 200 feet by 10 feet high. It's massive. I've been to 59 countries, saw a lot of stained glass. Even if I am the mom, it's the best stained glass I've ever seen. So see it. So he did half of it in 11 years, a concept, and he was trying to find a place to put it. He went to BYU, and they weren't too sure, and so he said, okay, goodbye. And he went over to UVU, and they said, of course we want it. So, but you have to have it done in 1 year for the 75th anniversary. So he hired 80 artists to come in, fed them breakfast and lunch so they wouldn't leave, and he got it done the day before. So, when you go over and see it, I'm the woman's right to vote right here in the pink hat and pink dress. Look for me. We have Indiana Jones hat. We have a real $1,000 bill in there. We have Superman, you know, like the Where's Waldo thing. Well, you find little secret things you put all through there. And so it's pretty amazing. So go see that. Okay, the one right behind you is a pencil sketch from the Rome, Italy Visitor Center. Pencil sketch, yes, how they first do it. Then that little paper above with the push pins, he was one day sitting, and that's kind of his concept, and then you can see how it expands from an idea. And then the one above is the colored foot, how it goes from that to that. The lady in the red, the lady with the issue of blood, the lady held in adultery, is actually Tom's wife there. That one scene has 3 different parables in it because that one piece of art has 100 parables in it. And we have the Peter with the blue, and the one right behind him, the leopard in the brown, that's actually Tom. Nobody wanted to be the leper, so he posed for that. We have the sheep. I'm going to tell a fun story. That president, they had more lines in the sheep, and President Usdorf came and said, oh, this looks like a cookbook, the lamb chop thing. So we made bigger pieces for him. You see the boy being healed? from the Savior, how he has his trust. That's probably the first time he put his crutch down, and there's 2 coins there by that crutch, which is actually coins from the time of Christ. And the half of his body is already healed. You see he's actually in the process of being healed. His top half is healed, and the bottom half still has the wounds and things on it. So that's what that piece is. So all my boys are in the arts. Tom does glass. Willie's got a gallery in Park City. Trevor's in the hot glass, the guy with the tattoos. He's in there, but I can't yell him too much. He's got a tattoo of me on one leg and my husband on the other. But anyway, and then my other son, Richard, is Christmas lights synchronizing music all over the world. So they're all in the arts. We've tried to teach our kids, you can do anything you want to, if you want it bad enough. We only have one life, so pick something in life that you love, whatever it may be. My husband always said, if you want something as much as you want air, you'll be good at it. So just remember that. But we all are creative. We all have ideas and creativity. We're all on this earth for a purpose. And so just find out where you're supposed to go in this life and you'll be happy. Right over here is, I thought this was his Michelangelo piece. This is what he wants to do now. 4-story building called Roots of Humanity. It was going to go to different cities like Paris and Tokyo, but I don't think the architect said we could move a whole building, so we'll probably just move panels to different art museums. And this is another thing all done by donations of wonderful people, so we're getting the funds for that. So right over here, excuse me, this is the panels. I'll show you 3 of these panels. You've probably seen them over there if you walked around. Faith, love, and unity. And we got knowledge, creativity, and freedom. So they'll have different panels in this building like here. And so that's what this is, and I'll tell you more about that when we go. Okay, is there any questions about this room or anything? Yes?
This is the coolest office ever.
Yeah, we call this the Willy Wonka room because there's a lot of stuff in here. It's just like overwhelming, but yeah. Yes.
What are those for?
Okay, these are leaves. I think when they get a donation, they put another leaf up there. So that's
So you break a lot of glass here?
they do a little bit, but it's amazing. They're pretty good. We use a lot of bandages, though. And there is